जय श्री माताजी। उपस्थित सभी सहयोगी भाई बहनों का हम सांझ के सामूहिक ध्यान सत्र में पूना प्रतिष्ठान से स्वागत करते हैं। We welcome you all, brothers and sisters, for evening meditation from Pune Pratishthan. Let us prepare ourselves for meditation. Let us keep our attention at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji and on our Sahasrar and feel the vibrations. अपना चित्त परम पूज्य श्री माताजी के श्री चरणों पर और सहस्त्रार पर रखेंगे। अपने हाथों और सहस्त्रार पर चैतन्य को महसूस करेंगे। प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर आज के सामूहिक ध्यान में बैठने की अनुमति आप हमें प्रदान करें। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, जैसा आप चाहती है वैसा ध्यान आप हमसे करवा लीजिए। लेट्स प्रे। श्री माताजी, वी आर विलिंग टू सिट फॉर मेडिटेशन. प्लीज ग्रांट अस परमिशन. Bow down to Shri Mataji. Collectively raise कुंडलिनी and take बंधन. दोनों हाथ जोड़कर प्रणाम करते हैं। सामूहिकता में कुंडलिनी चढ़ाकर बंधन लेते हैं। तीन महामंत्र, उसके पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र. लेट अस रिसाइट महामंत्र फॉलोड बाय श्री गणेश मंत्र.
शक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
अब हम संतुलन करते हैं। ईड़ा नाड़ी को शुद्ध करने हेतु अपना बायां हाथ परम पूज्य श्री माताजी की ओर करेंगे। अपनी दाहिनी हथेली भूमि तत्व पर रखते हैं। हृदय से प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी ईड़ा नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर दीजिए, हमें शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। लेट्स डू बैलेंसिंग, स्टार्टिंग विथ लेफ्ट चैनल, ईड़ा नाड़ी। We will keep our left hand towards Shri Mataji and right hand on Mother Earth. Let's pray. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please clear our ईड़ा नाड़ी. Please give us pure desire. धीरे से अपना दाहिना हाथ गोद में लेते हैं। अब हम अपना चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी पर रखेंगे। अपनी दाहिनी हथेली को परम पूज्य श्री माताजी की ओर रखेंगे। अपने बाएं हाथ को आकाश की ओर करते हैं। हृदय से प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा करके हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर दीजिए, हमें शुद्ध कार्य शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। Bring back your right hand on lap. Keep right hand towards Shri Mataji and left hand towards sky. Let's pray. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please clear our right channel, our Pingla Nadi. Please give us power of pure actions. धीरे से अपना बायां हाथ गोद में रखते हैं। अपना चित्त सुषुम्ना नाड़ी पर स्थित करते हैं। प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी को शुद्ध कर दीजिए, हमें आपकी कृपा से पूर्ण संतुलन प्राप्त हो। Bring back your left hand on lap. Keep our attention on middle channel, our Sushumna Nadi. Let's pray. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please clear our middle channel, our Sushumna Nadi. Shri Mataji, please keep us in balanced state. अब हम धीरे से अपने चित्त को मूलाधार से सहस्त्रार की ओर ले जाते हैं। Keep our attention on Muladhara. Slowly take our attention towards upward direction from Muladhara to Sahasrar. सबसे पहले अपने चित्त को मूलाधार पर स्थिर करते हैं। धीरे से स्वादिष्ठान पर आते हैं। नाभि, भवसागर, अनहद, विशुद्धि, आज्ञा, सहस्त्रार। सहस्त्रार पर अपने चित्त को स्थिर करते हैं। हृदय से श्री माताजी को प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारे आत्म साक्षात्कार को दृढ़ कीजिए। आज के ध्यान में हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। Let's pray on Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please establish us on our Sahasrar. Shri Mataji, please establish us in our self-realization. Please give us thoughtless awareness. अब हम इस स्थिति में परम पूज्य श्री माताजी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करेंगे। आज की अमृतवाणी श्री विष्णुमाया पूजा 1992 की है। सुबह के ध्यान में हमने इसका पहला भाग सुना है। अब हम इसका दूसरा भाग आत्मसात करेंगे। जय श्री माताजी।
Life. Then the whole thing becomes such a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle. The whole thing becomes collective. Nobody ever can come and say that this is something we are doing wrong and we should stop it. If somebody says that, oh, they say he's mad, he's no good. For Freud, I was telling you that Freud was denounced by many people and people gave some papers, everything happened, but nobody would listen to them. And the same thing happened with Sahajayoga also. They would not listen to me because they have developed an immunity against reality. In everything, whatever is real, they become immune. They don't want to face it. That's too much. Much too much for me. With this kind of an attitude, they had to work out something else, and in that they have gone to the right side. With that, they have developed all kind of machinery, science, all this, everything. But science is not conclusive. It cannot give you the totality, it cannot give the reality. So, this Vishnumaya shows her strength. She does lots of things by which people are frightened. She can enter into any element. She can permeate. Supposing she enters into a water element, she can create a typhoon. She can create any kind of disaster. She can enter into Mother Earth and she can create a earthquake. She can do anything because she has a power to enter into anything. You know that she can enter into Mother Earth very easily. She can enter into water very easily. And when she gets into it, she becomes the catalyst. And all these problems that you are facing today in America are because of left Vishuddhi. Because of Vishnumaya. I am happy today's program has been arranged for Vishnumaya. Because this is the power which you Sahajogis should be able to harness and should be able to worship. So that she sees all of you there and she looks after you and she maintains your life and looks after you. Now the most difficult thing is to convince people in America that money is not everything. You may have any amount of money, you may have any amount of so-called pleasures, everything, but still you can never be satisfied and you can never be at peace with yourself and you cannot generate peace. Money cannot replace reality. It's just there. Now, the problem is that people become so addicted to this money that all value systems start flowing down. I was surprised, I knew somebody here who took his own sister for prostitution. So I said, what's this? What are you doing? What's wrong? We'll get money. So whatever can get money, they indulge into. So there's no chastity, which is the basics, which is the foundation of human beings. As a result, when you insult this virginity of Vishnumaya, then the Maya means her play is that you get AIDS, you get all kinds of other diseases which are incurable and which are what you can call as the secret diseases. Because she is the virgin and because she respects the virginity, and those who go against, not that virginity is meant only for women, also meant for men, because everybody has here left Vishuddhi. Here the idea is that only the virginity is word used for women only. It's not. Even the men who do not respect their virginity, their chastity, are attacked by Vishnumaya in different ways. I am not surprised that Los Angeles, they say, is in danger all the time. Because of your cinemas you produce, all these things you produce. Of course, now with the Sahajayoga being established very well in Los Angeles, things may be averted. But still, it's very dangerous. It's one of the most powerful Shakti is this of Vishnumaya. Because she plays the illusion. She creates the Maya also. Also she breaks the Maya. And she can burn anything Your forest is burning now, 65 hectares of land is burning. Who has done this? It's nothing but Vishnumaya. Nobody has to take any matchbox for that. She can burn anything. And her burning gives you the feeling that if there's an electrical charge, as if burnt with electrical charge. This is very true. In so many cases I have seen those who came to me with problems of left fusidhi, that they said that we think there's some electrical charge coming out of here, as if there's the burning of an electrical shock. This is Vishnumaya's doing, and she's the one who is the corrector. She corrects. Don't feel guilty. Face your problems. It's sort of when we hide our mistakes in the name of guilt, when we try to camouflage it, she's the one who exposes it on individual level, on collective level, on national level, international level. Because she can permeate into anything. And this permeation of hers gives her such subtleties. But people cannot relate disaster to their mistakes. They cannot. They don't understand why such a disaster has taken place, what has happened. There was a big typhoon that came up to a point and suddenly turned towards Kauai. Now what was the reason for that, to go and hit Kauai? In Kauai there is a Swayambhu of Shiva. It's a fact. People are making money out of it, quite a lot of money, and deceiving people. There's big business going on in the name of Shiva. So, Kauai was hit, not Hawaii so much as Kauai. And it turned suddenly. No one can understand that. So all these thundering things that are coming from nature, anything, whether it is earthquake, or it is landslide, or it could be floods, or it could be typhoon, anything is the work of this Vishnumaya. Or we can say all natural catastrophes are brought about by this Vishnumaya. She has this power to do it. This is the only way they can shock people. But despite all that shocking, people have to relate these disasters to their mistakes that they have committed and have nicely kept it here, not facing. I've heard from some Indian students that when they came to America, some boys asked them to take drugs and do all other things also. So they wouldn't do. They said, you have goodies, this, that, they just pumped it into their head that you have to do it. You are cowards, you cannot do it and all that. So some of them said, all right, we try. But what surprised them, that they knew it was wrong, while those who were telling them never thought it was wrong. They thought they have been great martyrs, or they have been liberators, and they have got liberties. They couldn't understand this. This kind of liberty that they were boasting of was so destructive. They never understood that this is destructive. So once your left Vishuddhi is absolutely jammed, you lose complete discretion of the chakra here, which we call it Hamsa chakra. And then you do not know what is destructive, what is constructive. You start accepting mostly the destructive thing if your left Vishuddhi is bad. Escape. So what? What wrong? That is how violence has come. That is how all kind of cheating, corruption has come. What's wrong? Because if you do anything wrong, you put it there, finished, stored up. Again you do anything, you put it there. Until you become absolutely immune to all destructive action, you go on. So to get out of it, what to do? To get out of this horrible state where you do not feel any thing wrong, what is the thing? Is to take to Sahajayoga in a right fashion. First of all, you must face yourself. If you start facing yourself, you will realize that you have committed a mistake. So this is the mistake I have committed, doesn't matter. I am not going to feel guilty about it. If I ever have to do this, I will not do it, and I am not guilty for whatever has happened, is the past finished. With this faith in yourself, you can definitely get rid of your left Vishuddhi. The problem is, even if I tell you something, I am worried that you start feeling guilty about it also. I am telling you for something for your correction. Then you start guilty, mother is saying so, see, I did this and that, but that you did. At this moment, what I am telling you, never to do it again. And face it. Whatever you did is finished and gone and is forgiven completely. Otherwise, Vishnumaya will take over. This is very important because one side is a leela, it's a play, and it's all the world is beautiful. The another side is the guilt. So we think that by just feeling guilty, we are solving all our problems, and this side we are enjoying ourselves, and the guilt part is just like a storehouse of a garbage being put there. But we never think this garbage, what it is wrong it is doing to us. And this is what it is that Vishnumaya has to burn this garbage. Then she works in her own ways, in her own Maya ways, and so many things happen. Like there was a lady, and she was very right-sided. She used to dominate everyone, but nobody dared tell her that, because if you tell her, she would come back on you. So nobody wanted to tell her what's wrong with her. They said, all right, let it be now. But I told her that, see, you are very right-sided, you are dominating everyone, everybody is frightened of you. So she said, no, mother, I am not. It's all right, I am telling you. You better believe me or you are in for trouble. And that very day, she was getting down from the staircase and she fell from top to bottom, she came down. And all her right side, she came to mother, see, my right hand is broken, my right leg is broken, this is broken, that is broken. I said, then you know what happened? I now know why it has happened. Then I cured her. She was all right. But what I am trying to tell you, that she wouldn't listen to me. So the right-sided people have a special capacity to put everything here. So I always say that it is the byproduct of ego. Those people who try to dominate, who try to be angry, try to control everyone, they put it down there, and then the whole thing works against them. This is to be understood in a very serious manner, that feeling guilty is not that you are harming yourself, but you are harming all others. Also, this Vishnumaya gets very upset with two other things. One of the things is smoking. If you smoke too much, then this Vishnumaya gets very angry. She is the one who then causes cancer. She can spoil your throat. I mean, all kinds of ear, nose, throat problems can come in with the smoking. because she doesn't like that smoke. She once, twice, thrice. But once you start smoking, then after some time, oh, what's wrong? They will quote, such and such man who is 83, he still smokes. See, quoting like this, they have ideas like that. Then you have also some cinema heroes. Such and such man, see, he murdered his wife, he's going along. So we should also murder. We should also smoke. So all ideals which have destroyed themselves become our ideals. And we start exactly doing what they are doing, without knowing that how they are destroyed will be also destroyed. So this understanding about Vishnumaya's powers should be there with us. That if we try to continue with our mistakes and putting them here, then first thing we become vulnerable to all kinds of diseases. With that, if you are smoking, you can become also very much vulnerable to cancer of the throat. Another thing which people do not know is the mantras. If you go on saying any mantra, I mean in India there are people who will every day morning get up and say some mantra for about say 100 times. Some say it at least 300 times, 500 times. They go on measuring mantra, 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 mantra like that. Now she is the mantrika. She is the one who gives the power to the mantra. Now if you are not connected to this divine power, then there is a short circuiting take place. And if you go on saying this mantra, you develop all the troubles of the throat cancer. You can develop also stomach problems, because it is Krishna and Vishnu are the same. You might develop also the problem of Virata. Because you are reciting a mantra like this, you see, a telephone, if it is not connected, I go on using it, the telephone will go out of order. In the same way, if you are doing wrong mantras, in the sense that the mantras which are said before your connection with the divine, then they can spoil your left Vishuddhi very much. This is the style they use in India. Supposing you are a businessman in India. Now, you are a big businessman, you have made a lot of money, now you feel guilty about it. Because you have made by bad means also, by all kinds of black market and all sorts of things. So they will make a big temple of Vishnu. Not Vishuddhi, but they will make a very big temple of Shri Vishnu. And they will create a kind of image that they are great religious people. Or they will have khairat, means they will distribute food to people or distribute some things to people and feel satisfied. Here you go on committing any amount of sins, any amount of nonsense. And then out of that money you make a little contribution to Shri Vishnu, thinking that Shri Vishnu will be very happy and will not punish them. But he is Kubera, what can you give it to him? He is the Kubera. He gives you all the money, he does everything. So how can you give anything to Kubera, who is himself the Lord of wealth? It's a very common thing in India, like there was a Bhudan thing. I knew of a man who was very corrupt, very bad person. I mean, really, he was really very, very bad man. And he had taken away so much land from the poor farmers and all that. So he gave one land to Mahatma Gandhi. And this land, this Bhudan land was known. It was, I think, Mataji gave. This land was so bad that you could not put even cactus there. And he was telling everybody, I have given so much land to Buddha and I have given so much land to Buddha. So trying to sort of justify himself for taking all the land from the poor and lynching them and then to do this kind of a generosity. So this is another escape people have. That do what you like and ultimately be generous. This kind of gracious covering of your mistakes can be very misleading. It doesn't work with Vishnumaya. She knows you out and out. And if you try all these tricks with her, she will show her own powers. I would say all our left side problems come because of Vishnumaya power. She punishes you as well as she exposes, as well as she gives you light, as well as she corrects you. With all these powers of Vishnumaya, we should be very thankful that today we are celebrating her special Puja, because I think it is one of the curses of the West, especially of Americans, to feel guilty. So today you all have to promise in your heart, and the mantra is, now she also understands English perhaps, you can say that, Mother, I am not guilty at all. That's all. If that is said, she will be very happy. I am not guilty at all. I am not going to feel guilty. Once you stop feeling guilty, you will not do wrong things. Because how will you manage? Because you are not doing, you cannot put it as guilt. So what's the use of doing anything wrong? Do wrong, it comes on your head. You cannot put it in your left Vishuddhi. So you won't do anything wrong. You will immediately understand that if I have to do wrong, I have to face it. But if there's a space here kept where you can put your guilt for your wrongdoings available, then you don't mind so much. Supposing somebody has a small house, no place to store, then somebody brings something and says, no space here. I am already very full. It's like that. So the best thing is to have no guilt at any cost. I will have no guilt. If I have done mistake, all right, I'll admit I have done the mistake. And I'll have no guilt at all about it. I'll face it. You'll be surprised, you'll stop doing wrong things. Definitely will stop because there's no space left. So this is very important today to do Vishnumaya's thing. And I'm sure now, very happy with the tour of America. This time I'm really happy because I think it has worked in most of the places very well. And if it has not worked, one should not feel guilty but face the problem. Why it has not worked. And the problem lies with Sajogis and nobody else. Shouldn't blame anybody else for it. Just see yourself what mistakes you must have committed. Could be a small or a big mistake, whatever it is. Face it. There's no harm in saying I've done mistake. But if you say sorry, means it goes that straightforward. No, I have committed a mistake. To admit that is very gracious, very beautiful, and very kind to yourself for your benevolence. In Sahajayoga is one of the biggest mantras for all the Western people. They should all the time saying to all the trees, all the nature around, I am not guilty. Your ecological problem will improve. Because then you won't do wrong things to spoil your ecology. You'll be careful. Because you spoil it and you feel guilty. Oh, I should not have done this. Oh, I should not. But why did you do in the first place is the point. So now next time you are not going to do it. So many of our problems will be solved if you face them and correct them boldly. It's possible for Sahajogis because you are separated from your being. You are away from it. You can see your body, you can see your mind, you can see your ego, you can see all of those things. And you know how to put them right. You are not that, you know. So you are the spirit With the light of the Spirit, you can correct all these things. But this guilt is something where it stops you completely from correcting or doing anything better about it, or bringing any constructive thing to your own mind. This will solve many problems for America as well as for all the Western world. Same with the Indians, that they should not think that if they are generous a little bit, they can get rid of their mistakes. You see, they have to face it. It's a different style. Indians are very clever, they know how to find excuses and escapes. But after all, it is Vishnumaya. She will show you that there is no escape, just face it. There's no need to condemn yourself, don't need to in any way degrade yourself or to feel inferior, but to be superior as the Spirit. Oh, I see, oh, I see. Like I would say, all right, Nirmala, I see you very well, you did this. Separate yourself from yourself. You can talk on the mirror, you can go to the river and talk there, or you can go to an ocean and tell them that, see, I've done this mistake and now I'm not going to do it. You can make promises to all these elements. Once you make these promises, this Vishnumaya will receive the message and she won't enter into any one of these elements to disturb you. So you have to go and tell the ocean that, all right, America is not guilty for whatever they have done. Say it like that. If you say, it's all right, not other people. Because I told you, your genetics are changed, you are different people. Whatever you say, Vishnumaya will always believe in, and everything will work out very well. But this is a special time, as I told you before, where we call it is the Krita Yuga, where between the Kali Yuga and Satya Yuga, this time is so important that whatever mistakes we have committed, we have to pay for it. It's a karma phala. It won't work out by just putting it here. So one has to get to realization, change the genetics completely, and then you can go and tell the nature that, all right, we are not guilty now. We've got our realization. And it will work. I'm sure so many of catastrophes of this country can be averted by you, Sahajayogis. May God bless you.
श्री आदिशक्ति का पूर्ण मंत्र लेते हैं। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करेंगे। लेट्स प्रिपेयर फॉर आरती।
श्री करके साक्षात श्री आदेश करते माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री करके साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिने मोक्ष श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की
जय।
प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। आज के ध्यान में आपने हमें निरानंद प्रदान किया, हमें चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, इसलिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी हैं। श्री माताजी, आपकी परम कृपा में हम दोषी नहीं हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमें विष्णुमाया जी के तत्व आशीर्वादित रूप में प्रदान करें। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमें सहजयोग प्रचार प्रसार करने हेतु शुद्ध एवं प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइए। हमारी सभी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार कर हमें आशीर्वादित करने की कृपा करें। श्री माताजी, we dedicate today's meditation at your lotus feet. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us pure joy and your blessings through vibrations. Shri Mataji, make us pure instrument for Sahaja work. Shri Mataji, we are not guilty. Shri Mataji, please grace us with the qualities of Shri Vishnumaya ji. Shri Mataji, we are always indebted to your love. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Thank you again and again. कलेक्टिव बंधन, सामूहिकता में बंधन लेंगे। आज की सूचनाएं इस प्रकार है। भारत में कुछ दिनों से आँखों की बीमारियां जैसे कि आँख आना, आई इन्फेक्शन, ये समस्याएं बढ़ रही है। सहजयोग ध्यान के माध्यम से श्री माताजी ने आँखों की देखभाल कैसे रखें, इस विषय पर अनेक प्रवचनों द्वारा मार्गदर्शन किया है। इस विषय पर लॉकडाउन के दरमियान न्यूज़ 1 इंडिया टीवी चैनल पर कार्यक्रम प्रसारित हुआ था। यह वीडियो लर्निंग सहयोग यूट्यूब चैनल पर आप देख सकते हैं। इस वीडियो के माध्यम से आप इसकी जानकारी प्राप्त कर स्वयं को सुरक्षित कर सकते हैं और दूसरों की भी सहायता कर सकते हैं। लर्निंग सहयोग यूट्यूब चैनल के माध्यम से नए साधकों के लिए अगला सत्र 26 अगस्त को शाम 6:30 बजे होगा। इस सत्र में भवसागर चक्र इस विषय में जानकारी मिलेंगी। इस नए बैच में 20 सत्र रहेंगे। सभी सत्रों की इमेज आप स्क्रीन पर देख सकते हैं। यह जानकारी आप सभी नए साधकों को दें। सहयोग राष्ट्रीय सेमिनार और श्री कृष्ण पूजा 1 सितंबर से 3 सितंबर तक कानपुर, उत्तर प्रदेश में आयोजित की गई है। 1 सितंबर को शाम 4 बजे हवन होगा, 2 सितंबर को सेमिनार होगा, 3 सितंबर को सुबह 10:30 बजे श्री कृष्ण पूजा होगी। अधिक जानकारी के लिए स्क्रीन पर दिए गए नंबरों पर आप संपर्क कर सकते हैं। सहयोग राष्ट्रीय सेमिनार और श्री गणेश पूजा 15 सितंबर से 17 सितंबर तक चेन्नई, तमिलनाडु यहाँ आयोजित की गई है। 15 सितंबर शाम 5 बजे हवन होगा। 16 सितंबर को सेमिनार होगा। 17 सितंबर सुबह 10 बजे श्री गणेश पूजा होगी। अधिक जानकारी के लिए स्क्रीन पर दिए गए नंबरों पर आप संपर्क कर सकते हैं। 19 सितंबर से 27 सितंबर तक पुणे प्रतिष्ठान में गणेश उत्सव मनाया जा रहा है। प्रतिदिन शाम के ध्यान के बाद मातृवंदना द्वारा सहज भजन की लाइव प्रस्तुति होगी। भारत के अलग अलग प्रदेश की युवा शक्ति अपनी कला प्रस्तुति देंगे। इन कार्यक्रम का आप ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन भी आनंद ले सकते हैं। कल के कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार है। अर्ली मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सुबह 4 बजे प्रसारित होगा। सुबह का ध्यान सुबह 5:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। शाम का ध्यान शाम 7 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं संपन्न होता है। जय श्री माताजी। शुभ रात्रि।
करुणामयी माँ की सूरत देती शुभ संदेश। करुणामयी माँ की सूरत देती शुभ संदेश। आदिशक्ति अवतार है इंसानों के देश। रे सहजी इंसानों सहज योग है दे रहा ऐसा जीवन सार। सहज योग है दे रहा ऐसा जीवन सार। हर प्राणी को मिल रहा माँ निर्मल का प्यार। रे सहजी माँ निर्मल का समझाए प्यार से सहज योग अपना। माँ समझाए प्यार से सहज योग अपनाए। बंद झरोखा भाग्य का दर्शन से खुल जाए। रे सहजी दर्शन से खुल जाए। क्षेम बराबर माँ करे घटित तू कर ले यो। क्षेम बराबर माँ करे घटित तू कर ले यो। माँ निर्मल के प्रेम से मिट गए सारे रोग। रे सहजी मिट गए सारे रोग। मतलब धन नहीं, नहीं पुत्र परिवार। सहज ज्ञान धन जब मिले, नहीं नश्वर की प्यास। रे सहजी नहीं नश्वर की प्यास। माँ निर्मल ने कर दिया घर घर सहज प्रकाश। माँ निर्मल ने कर दिया घर घर सहज प्रकाश। हर दिल में संतोष है, खुशियाँ मिले अपार। रे सहजी खुशियाँ मिले अपार। ध्यान समर्पण संतुलन सहज योग का सार। ध्यान समर्पण संतुलन सहज योग का सार। सामूहिकता में मिले आत्मानंद अपार। रे सहजी आत्मानंद अपार। खुद को दोषी मत कहो, सबको करो क्षमा। खुद को दोषी मत कहो, सबको करो क्षमा। मन में माँ के प्रेम की रोशन करो क्षमा। रे सहजी रोशन करो क्षमा। सत्य में सार्थक जन्म हुआ, पाकर माँ का प्यार। सत्य में सार्थक जन्म हुआ, पाकर माँ का प्यार। सहजानंद के रूप में मिले सहज परिवार। रे सहजी मिले सहज परिवार। माँ के अनंत आशीष से दुनिया हो भव पार। माँ के अनंत आशीष से दुनिया हो भव पार। सतयुग सा चेतन बहे, कण कण अमृत धार। रे सहजी कण कण अमृत धार। करुणामयी माँ की सूरत देती शुभ संदेश। करुणामयी माँ की सूरत देती शुभ संदेश। आदिशक्ति अवतार है इंसानों के देश। रे सहजी इंसानों के देश। रे सहजी जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का। ओ जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। श्री माँ नजर मेहर की करती, कष्ट जगत के पल में हरती, कष्ट जगत के पल में हरती। श्री माँ नजर मेहर की करती, कष्ट जगत के पल में हरती, कष्ट जगत के पल में हरती। ऐसा सुंदर द्वारा माँ निर्मल का, ऐसा सुंदर द्वारा माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का। ओ जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। हम सब माँ तेरे दर पे आए, सहज योग की भक्ति पाए, सहज योग की भक्ति पाए। हम सब माँ तेरे दर पे आए, सहज योग की भक्ति पाए, सहज योग की भक्ति पाए। प्रेम है सबसे न्यारा माँ निर्मल का, प्रेम है सबसे न्यारा माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का। ओ जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। दर्शन माँ के सबने पाए, हम सबके माँ दिल में समाए, हम सबके माँ दिल में समाए। दर्शन माँ के सबने पाए, हम सबके माँ दिल में समाए, हम सबके माँ दिल में समाए। खेल है जग ये सारा माँ निर्मल का, खेल है जग ये सारा माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का, माँ निर्मल का। ओ जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो जप लो नाम है प्यारा माँ निर्मल का। जप लो